Hey everyone. So DOKKAN has been doing EZAs. They've been doing it for quite a bit lately. Who was the first one? Was it that Super Saiyan 3 AGL Goku? That may have been, I can't remember for certain. You'll have to let me know in the comments if that was the first EZA. I can't fully remember if it was like him or STR Broly or something. But either way, DOKKAN has been doing EZAs for quite a while now, and they still have a lot of units to get through, new and old. Really depends just how you look on it. So I thought I would kind of make a video going over 5 units that I think are, well, at least a little bit overlooked, maybe slept on, that have upcoming EZAs. Now, if you're looking at the links that I have, the different tabs I have on the window, stop peeking. But you'll notice that there are 6. Well, 7. This page that I'm on right now is just to hide what I'm looking at. But let's start with one of the first units that I think could be a really good EZA. It's actually Tech Master Roshi. So he came out, what, like 3 years ago in March on JP. Was that for the anniversary? No, it wasn't. So he leads Dragon Ball Saga, 120%, right? So he came out kind of in that era. Supreme damage to the enemy, and he seals super attack on his super attack. And then this is kind of what blew a lot of people away when he came out. Attack plus 628%. Like, no one had seen that when this guy came out. It was like, what? What are you doing, DOKKAN? But as we know, he performs a crit and stuns self and the attacked enemy once only when he performs a super attack, right? But he still gets his defense all the time. Links are like kind of typical what you'd expect of a Master Roshi. Same with his categories. I don't really want to go over all of them. But if we're taking a look at his EZA, what is standard right now? Like, raise attack and defense, okay? So if he gets that, he's good. Seal super attack, that's a good effect. He should probably keep that. Whoopsie. I don't even know what I clicked. Now, what would this look like if he EZA'd? 1,000% or something? I don't know. Maybe they get rid of this and he keeps like maybe defense plus 200%, right? With like buffed stats down here. And he doesn't have that. And he gets attack plus 1,000. I don't know, like maybe, but sure. Like DOKKAN seems to keep, like I'll name an example. Int Angel Golden Frieza. Doesn't that guy still lower superclass allies attack? Like that's kind of dumb, really. So I think because they still do stuff like that, they might keep this. Oh, he stuns himself. Like, it makes sense to the lore of the character when he does it. Stuff like that, right? So I think Master Roshi is definitely a character that could get an amazing EZA, right? Okay, next on the list. Goten. You'll understand very quickly why there's 6 and not 5 on this list. It's very weird that I have 6 and not 5 for the first video of like slept on EZAs. But this Goten, if any of you know him, so what's ridiculous about him is you run a Trunks with him, right? So he gets attack plus 120%, and then he reduces damage received by 40%, just flat out. That's pretty good. An additional attack plus 70%, and an additional damage reduction of 30% when performing a super attack, if you have Trunks or Krillin attacking in the same turn, right? So this guy came out, what? Nearly 3 years ago from now. Less than that, right? But come on. For JP, anyway. So, what would an EZA look like? So on super attack, of course, the standard. Raise attack and defense. Sure, keep this. What? That's fine. Attack and defense plus 150% maybe? Like, they're gonna give him defense, come on. Are they gonna buff this damage reduction? It's already... So you have to think of it this way. He gets the 40% no matter what. So if he's in slot 1, he'll get that 40%. He does not get this 30% until he performs a super, right? So if he's in slot 1 and gets attacked, it's not damage reduction 70%. It's 40 and then super, and then every attack after that is going to be that 70%, right? So I don't even know if they have to buff this damage reduction for him to be that good, right? This part here is actually really good. Units that have bonus effects on super attack in their passive are actually really good. You'll notice new units in like the current meta that we're in, they do this in their passives. They give themselves attack and defense on super attack in their passive on top of super attack effects, right? So that stuff is really good because it's not like an active skill out of turn multiplier, but it's factored in later, right? So yeah, I don't think they have to do that much with the damage reduction, but come on, they give him like attack and defense plus 80%, 100% on super attack with buffed stats, remember, and suddenly he's gonna look really good all of a sudden, right? So this in Super Saiyan Goten is like, he's up there. He's in what, the 6 units that I've picked? Can you guess who the 3rd unit I've picked is? Yeah, you're all wrong. It's Piccolo. I'm kidding. You're right. It's Trunks, obviously, right? So Trunks, I'm not going to spend too much time on him. It's pretty much the exact same situation as Goten. You just need a Goten or a Krillin, right? Same thing, attack 120, damage reduction 40, 30 on super, right? And then attack plus 70% on super. Exact same thing as Goten. But when I was picking these units, I was like, well, I can't really have Goten and not have the Trunks, right? They kind of go together. That's their shtick, right? So yeah, those two I think would be a very good easy A, and ones that not a lot of people have thought about either. Okay, my number 3-4 pick, if you can call it that, Slug. Okay, hear me out. Slug has been around for a bit. He doesn't have like any representation in the game. Is this the only Slug in the game? Like, hold on. Namekians. There's the tech one. Yeah, this is it. This is the only good Slug in the game. No, this one's easy aid though, actually, right? Yeah. Okay, so the physical one definitely needs it. So currently, supreme damage lowers defense, attack and defense 80%, additional attack plus 50% for 5 turns after receiving an attack, transforms into giant form. He has a high chance for 2 turns. But what I think is really good about Lord Slug is he is a movie boss's character. And look at this. He's got big bad bosses. One of the most impressive links in the game. I think a Lord Slug Easy A, this physical one, especially at this time, would be pretty good. So again, what would make him good? Come on, you guys know the formula. Attack and defense. Just raise attack and defense. That should be the standard. Passive skill. Hey, I've said it a couple times, 3 times already, like 150, right? Now this, he should also get defense after getting hit. Because what? Like, you think of units that get buffs on being hit. Like Beerus gets that. I think it should be a permanent buff too. Like this 5 turns thing. It probably won't be just because, like, think of, again, Int Golden Frieza's Easy A, right? He keeps that negative effect. This only for 5 turns I think kind of sucks, but it is what it is. You know what? They might keep this 5 turns, to be honest, because it's not that bad of a restriction. But this should go up to like 100% with defense, right? And then they should give him attack and defense on super attack. And then his giant form. I mean, giants aren't like the craziest units ever. We'll take a quick look at his giant form. Yeah, he just destructive damage to the enemy. No, we need ki, we need attack, we need crits. how did the movie go? Like, Piccolo ripped off his ears, and then Gohan whistled that song. And then it hurt Lord Slug. But Lord Slug was like dominating at that point, right? So how do you make his giant form good? I don't know. Give him ki, give him stats, give him 50% chance to crit. Sure, something like that, right? Maybe Lord Slug should stack, actually. Because then that would make this part more impressive. I mean, we can think of 100 things to improve these units, but oh no, that's kind of my take. I think Lord Slug could have a good EZA, depending. Okay, so these last two, one is a Dokkan Fest exclusive. The other is I'm actually probably the most anticipated for. Well, no, okay, you'll see when I show you that. Okay, it's Nail, right? Come on, Nail. So we have the movie stuff has been like being shoved down our throats in full throttle lately, right? Orange Piccolo, honestly, the other Piccolos will probably EZA. Nail needs a time to EZA though, and I think with Piccolo, like, it's possible. Maybe not. Maybe we need more of a Namek Saga thing to happen, but we kind of just got that already, like 1 year, 2 years ago, 1 year ago actually, with the Namek Goku and Full Power Frieza worldwide download celebration. But look at how crazy Nail is already. So Namekian's category 150, right? He stacks attack and defense already, and supreme damage. Attack and defense 100%. Attack and defense 100%, and reduces damage received by 10 to 77%, less HP remaining, greater the reduction, when you have a Piccolo just on the team, right? Then he launches an additional super attack, and all attacks become crits when there's a Wicked Bloodline category enemy. So that's not bad. He's got like a Bardock thing going on, right? So if you want to make him good, oh man, could you imagine? Greatly? Yeah, there's no way they're gonna do that, but like, could they? Well, maybe. I think this goes to like 200. If they did this on super attack, that would be really good. This guy's like, he would be a slot 1 character. When he came out, he was pretty much like a slot 1 unit, right? Yeah, so I think, I don't know, you keep this kind of the same, maybe like 10 to 80, 85. Hard to tell there, but I think you just like buff stats. Maybe, I don't know. This is kind of fine. Piccolo, like, we will get more Namekians eventually. It's been years though, right? Like, this guy came out, what, 2019? We're almost at 2023 and we haven't gotten Orange Piccolo yet. Ugh. Yeah, but this part here launches an additional super attack and all attacks become crits. If they, okay, on a best case scenario, they get rid of this restriction right here. Will they do that? No, probably not. I doubt that. If they just gave, like, if he just had launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, if they just gave that in here and then this as well against Wicked Bloodline, that would be super powerful. That would be really good for Nail. I think Nail would be like a top tier unit at that point. Okay, now we're gonna look at my last character that I've picked. There's no LRs here. It's a Dokkan Fest exclusive. But some of you, I'll be honest, some of you probably know who it is, or you've at least thought of this guy getting an EZA. It's MVP 17. I really want this guy to get an EZA. When he came out, he was amazing. He did everything. He supported the team. Universe 7 was big and buff, and they did stuff. 17 really enabled it, right? So he's an androids category lead. HP and attack, really? Okay, no, this will just go to 170, right? His super attack, immense damage, lowers attack and defense, and then on his passive, he gets attack 120 when performing a super attack. And then all allies, key 3, defense plus 60%. Reduces damage received by 40% when HP is 77% or below. Right. Okay, so oops. You guys already know. Come on. Attack and raises attack and defense. Okay. You should get attack and defense plus 120 or 150. And then attack and defense 100 when performing a super attack. All allies, key plus 3, and defense plus 60%. That's actually fine. I don't think they would change this. This is super powerful already. Like, you have to think, what is separating MVP 17 now from top tier units, right? So he's already supporting, like, think of STR Cooler, right? What's the difference between STR Cooler and this guy? STR Cooler stacks defense and he's got higher stats, right? They hardly changed his support. They just made transformation boost. They made it 50% to match the Terrifying Conquerors, right? So I honestly don't think they touched this. This is massive on its own. Reduces damage received by 40% when HP is 77% or below. I think they increase that. I do. 90%'s a bit high. And Dokkan actually has a thing with numbers as well. So 77%. Why did they pick that? Universe 7, and he's Android 17. That's why they picked that number. I guarantee it, right? So I think in an EZA, they probably buffed this to like 80, maybe a little bit higher. But yeah, that's probably the way to go. Just like, honestly, buff his stats. This is fine. And then buff this a bit. Like, you know what? If they might increase this actually to like 50%, to be honest. That would actually be really good. And then his links, we'll look at 17's links here because they're actually pretty relevant. Yeah, look, he gets defense plus 20% in Android Assault. That's not as important. No, solid support's a good link. Well, it's okay. Shocking speed. Torment of Power is good. And Fierce Battle, yeah. Okay, guys, so this was 5/6 units that I feel would be a little bit slept on, that no one's really thought of, that could get very powerful EZAs. Let me know what you guys think. What units you guys think should get EZAs that people won't really think of. Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to read them. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Later.